So hello everyone. My name is Cường and I come from group 11 and welcome to our presentation section. So for this presentation agenda, I will show you how we design and developed our system and also the demonstration section for our features. So firstly, talk about the class diagram. So we have designed 9 main classes. It is a user, admin, member, and the classes related to the member. Then we design 4 classes for user controller, including the controller for member, admin, guests, and 6 static classes like are tools for the development process that we can show you is file manager, menu option generator, or the table generator. So now I will show you the class diagram in detail. So as you can see, our main classes will be connected directly to the member class, and the member class will include lots of essential attributes and also the list of skills, list of availability, block user requests and reviews. And we also develop a class, especially for the time, to be the attribute of the request and availability. We also have all the classes like the controller for the admin, guest, and member, and all the features will be stored in the controller. And some tools such as the input validator, the file manager, and also the table generator. So then the next one is about our database. So we have designed 6 databases, including the admin, member, skills, availability, request, and review. And those databases will be designed based on the class relationship. Like for example, for the one-to-many relationship, the child class should store the primary key of the parent class, and we define is the object ID. And the system will store all 6 databases in multiple CSV files, and we make the database to look clean and easy to manage. And it's only store the essential information. So for all this information, the system will automatically calculate, such as the member rating or the skill average rating. So about our features development, we have developed total of 21 features, 3 for guests, 2 features for admin, and 16 features for members. So we ensure that our application features meet all the criteria of the project requirement, and we also handle some potential error situation, such as the valid input from user or the database is failed to connect and interact. And we also develop more features to improve the user experience, such as they can view their current list of availabilities before adding a new one, or they can view their request history before rating or reviewing any host or supporter. So before going to all those features, the first requirement of the project is the database must be saved to the data files before the program is ended, and it also have to load into the program when it started. So for our application, it will load all databases when the program is started, and all the databases will be sorted and combined into a single vector of members that we have defined a menu just CPP file. And during the application is being used, the system will only interact with that vectors. And before the program is ended, if you analyze and divide that vectors into multiple vectors and save to the database files. So here's how we can load the members from the database. We will load all the members attributes and also load the members availability, skills, their request, review, and block user. And then we will call that function in the menu.cpp file. And before the program is ended, the file manager will save the database to the database file. And here's the code for saving the database. It will set the members, set availability, request, review, skills, and admin database.
So I'm going to continue with the register function of the application. So if a guest want to use all the member function, they have to register an account in our application. As you can see in the code here, they have to input necessary information in order to create the account, and then the program will save it to the database. So if the guest didn't register, they can also view all the supporter detail in a table format, but not the supporter reviews. Here's an example of what is the supporter detail table look like. The third feature is about the admin. The admin can log in with predefined username, which is displayed here, and they can reset the password for any member if the member forget the password or want to change the password. The member can log in with the register username and password earlier in the register function, and then the user can view their information, and also they can top up their credit point by cash. Here's the example code of the top up credit point.
And the next feature is here, a member can list himself or herself available to be booked and unlist if they want it. And now team have developed three functions to handle this requirement. The first one is member can set their available status. Next is add availability, and the last one is remove availability. And with about the set their available status, the system will show the member their current status, and we'll ask them whether they want to change this or not. And move on to the member can add their availability. The system will ask the member to provide necessary information, like the cost snippet on the right-hand side. The system will ask for start time and end time to a new time period. The next is a point per hour and a min host rating. And the system also allow member to decide their own performance skill. For example, after a member adding one skill, the system will ask them, do you want to add more skill? And member can answer yes or no, and the system will write new availability. And next thing, member can remove availability. The system will show members their own availability, and member can choose which availability should be removed by entering the session. And the session is the row number of the table that's shown to the member. And the next feature is the member can search for available suitable supporters. And the system will ask member to enter their desired time, and it will filter on a certified member that accept the requirement and show to the member. And the requirement of the search engine is the supporter is not blocked by the host, and the host is not blocked by the supporter, and the supporter status is available. Supporter is living in the same city with the host. Host rating score and credit point should satisfy the availability mean host rating and point per hour of the supporter. And the next feature is a member can request to book a supporter. And the system will ask member to search and choose for a supporter. And after they choose a suitable supporter, and they can enter a desired time and choose desired skill in the list of available time of supporter, and then the system will write a new request. And these two images show how the host can enter desired time and choose desired skills.
Before the members can accept a request or reject a request, so they can view all requests to his or her listed skills, and they can view it like a table like this. Then the member will have the option to accept or reject a request, and if they accept successfully, the system will update the user members the current member availabilities, the credit points, and change the status of a request, and also automatically reject the non-accepted request with the overlap tab. And for when member reject the request, the system will only check the status of the request from pending to reject. So it's our demo code. So as you can see, like after member accept the request, it will update the current member availabilities, the credit point for both users, and also update the current member and the requesting members, and also remove the request that is have an overlap tab. And this code when member reject a request, it will update the status of the request.
Hi, my name is Mong, and I will continue this presentation. So for our system, members can interact with each other either by from searching result or from requesting support or rating, but member can also block this behavior by blocking unwanted users. So block members will be added to the block list of the user, and then they will cease to show up in any part of the system, preventing any potential interaction between the users. Block members can also be unblocked, allowing the interaction between the members again. So this is the code snippet of the search for supporter function. So in this function, the system will check if the supporters or either the supporters or the user searching had blocked each other. If they had, then the result, the user will be filtered from the search result. And also, having successfully accepted and completed the request, users on the system can rate his or her host and also add comments as well. So on the right-hand side is the review model of our system. It contains the both the host and the supporter ID, and also the review value itself and the comments. Members can only rate hosts in their previous requests, and as you can see, the reviews are stored inside the review table, so similar to the SQL style of storing relations. A member as a host can rate his or her supporter, similar to the supporter. A host can also rate their previous supporters. Additionally, the host can also rate the supporter skills aside from the actual review. So, for example, if the supporter has web development skills, then the host can rate that on scale 1 to 5 as well. So you can see on the right-hand side the code snippet for rating supporter skills. You can see that the system will list out the skills before the user has to input, select the skill, and rate it. So this marks the end of our system design presentation, and next will be for the demonstration.
Okay, to begin with our demonstration, I will first I am a guest and I want to view only a supporter in our system like this. And I can see all the supporter detail right here. And I want to sign up to create a new account. Now I will enter my username, password, my name, my phone number, email, the city, the address. I will add a skill, for example, like this. So as you can see, I create the account successfully. So now I will try to log in with the account that I have created. You can see I log in successfully over here. The next feature is that I can view my information. So I will view my information here. So my information displayed right here, my personal information, my skills. And now I want to top up my credit. I will choose this feature. And I will top up like about 10 credit points. And I have to enter my password. As you can see here, my credit point successfully top up to 30.
I will continue the demonstration. Now we use the apps as an admin, and I will log in with the admin account. So the admin menu will be show if I log in successfully, and I will reset password for a member. And now I will choose a member by enter its ID. Now I will set a new password to that member. And the system inform me reset password successfully. So now we will exit and use the app as a member. So we will log in with that member. And now after I log in successfully, if this member is resetted by the admin, so the system will ask me to set a new password. So after that, I will use the member menu as a normal member. So now I will manage my availability. So I will set my available status. And the system will inform me my current status is available. So I want to say yes and change my current available status. And as you can see, it changed to unavailable. And now we will try to add a new availability. So the system will show me on my current availability. And now we will enter my start date. I will enter my end date. And next is the point per hour, which will be 5. And the mean host rating is 1. And I will add a programming to be a performance skill. And we say yes to add another one, which is database management. And I don't want to add anymore, so we say no. And as you can see, the add availability successfully.
So now I will make a demonstration on feature that user can accept a request, reject a request, and they can search for supporters and create a new request. But before that, I will show you the user information. So you should focus on credit points is 100. You should focus on availability because it will be changed after I accept a request. So now I will try to accept a request. Once accept the request number 1. Okay, after I accept successfully, I will check my information. So my information, the credit point have increased by 10, and also the availabilities is already updated, and also the receiving request number 1 also change the status to accepted. And now I will want to reject a request. Want to reject request number 3. And after I reject this successfully, I will view my receiving request. And the number 3 over here has been rejected. Now for the next features, so I will demonstrate the create a new request because it's already include the search for supporters. Now we'll show my some information over here, and I will enter the date that I want to search for supporter. It show me a list of supporters, and I want to select member number 2, and I'm going to choose the session number 1. I can request for 7 hours at most. So I will enter the desired date. And I'm going to add a skill number 1. And also the skill number 2. So after I create it, I will view my sending request. So it's the request number 13, and the information of this request is just exactly that I just did previously.
So now I will demonstrate the rating feature of our application. So first, I will log in. So I will rate the user Nguyễn Văn A here, and I will show the information before the rate. So yes, you can see this is the host rating and the support rating of the user Nguyễn Văn A. And this is also the skills rating before I demonstrate my rating function. So now I will log in as the Nguyễn Văn B user and try to rate the Nguyễn Văn A user. So as you can see, this is the host review, and I will rate the host, like example, 3. And as you can see, I successfully rated, and do the same thing for rating as a host as well. Okay. And now we try to log back in as the Nguyễn Văn A user. And you can see that the host rating supporter rating and also the skills rating has been changed. Next, I will demo the block member use feature. So you can access the block member feature with this option, and then you can block or either unblock the member. For example, I will now block the user Nguyễn Văn D. Enter that user ID, and the user has been blocked successfully. And then I can try to unblock that same user. You can see that this is the block list, and there's Nguyễn Văn D user in here. And just enter the member's ID. And now we don't see Nguyễn Văn D in the block list anymore.